Hello, my name is Mr. Gardner. I'm the head of the media department at the King John School in Sixth Form, and this video is to give you an overview of our creative digital media film and television production BTEC. It's for students that are interested in the production of film and television, and for people who have an aim to work in the film and TV industries either immediately after Sixth Form or perhaps going on to study at university and then pursuing their career. Over the 2 years of the course, we complete units, and these units are especially chosen to give you as wide a range of experience and opportunities to understand what it's like to work in the film and television industry. By completing these units, it will give you a sense of all the various jobs and behind the scenes work that goes into production of film and TV, so that after it's completed, you may wish to specialise in one of those areas or perhaps take a few of those areas on as your eventual career or university studies. The units that we cover include a single camera production, film editing, fiction film, storyboarding, script writing, and then finally digital media skills. And this is a summative unit where you get to show off all of the amazing skills that you have learned over the course of a year. For each of those units, there will be a practical creative component where you are asked to produce something. So for the single camera production, you would make a TV show that you have shot on just one camera. For film editing, you will produce various edited sequences and turn those in. But alongside the creative production part of it, you'll also be starting off by doing quite a bit of research, presenting those research findings, and of course planning the production itself, working out a schedule, working out your cast and your props and your crew and so on. For me, I think one of the greatest things about this course is it actually teaches you a lot of valuable life skills that are transferable to many areas once you finish the course. So for example, we complete 5 units, and for each of those 5 units, there may be anything up to 3 or 6 or even 9 deadlines. So for our learners, they very quickly realise the importance of sticking to deadlines and how to manage their time to make sure that they meet the targets that have been set for them in the time frame that they've been given. And this is all part of making you an autonomous, empowered learner. So very often when I pitch the course to students, I explain it in the following way. So imagine that the King John School is actually a media production company, and I might be the manager of that media production company. And you as the learner would be one of the employees who work at that company. You will be given a brief to work to, and that might be, say for example, produce a horror film. Then it's down to you to work out how to deliver that. So you're going to decide on a concept, you're going to decide on your location and your cast and your crew, your props, your costume, your hair, your makeup. You're going to work out the times that you're going to do those things, when it's going to be shot by, when it's going to be edited by, and then you turn it into me for assessment. Now, of course, we're here to support you and to help you to learn how to use digital technology, to give you our advice and our experience on making short films or TV shows. But that autonomous approach really puts our learners in good stead for the rest of their lives. It teaches you to be resilient, to be good at solving problems, to operate digital media technology to a professional standard, and just generally being creative thinkers that would be an asset to any university or any employer. And so if this were a regular open evening, what I would have here would be lots of students who are studying on the Creative Media BTEC who could tell you about that course face to face and that you could ask questions to. Unfortunately, we can't do that this year. So what I've asked a few of them to do is to record their testimonials, and I'll play those for you now.
I loved doing the creative media course, as although it challenged you at times, it was quite interesting to produce different pieces to do with media and film. I also liked the fact there wasn't an exam for it. It was all creative and the teachers were always willing to help.
My experience doing the creative media course at King John was very fun. The work that is set is different every time, which made it interesting, and the teachers are always willing to help whenever they can.
This course has helped me with my time management skills, as the deadlines has helped me to be motivated in completing my tasks. I also enjoyed the creativity of the course, as I was free to experiment and explore things. So personally, I really liked the idea of freedom when it came to doing practical work.
I'm incredibly proud of the track record of our success in this particular course. So I personally have seen through about 4 cohorts since I joined the Sixth Form 4 years ago. And since that time, that 100% of our learners have achieved Distinction Star to Merit, and in terms of A level, that's the equivalent to A Star to C. This year, we are confident in our prediction that 25% of the learners are going to achieve Distinction Star, and that's the same amount as achieved 100% on their external assessment last year, something I'm confident that we would have replicated or done better than in the external assessment had it gone ahead this year. In terms of how the course is assessed, I think this is perhaps one of the most appealing aspects of the BTEC. So unlike an A-level or a GCSE where 100% or 70% of your final grade might be determined by an exam paper, the BTEC, we actually assess you over the course of 2 years. And so that way is arguably, I think, perhaps a fairer representation of your abilities and your skills and your knowledge and understanding, because we're looking at how you progressed over the whole of the course rather than just how you performed on one day at the end of the course. So if you are the kind of person who doesn't particularly like exams, or that you don't perform well, perhaps under that sort of pressure, then I think the BTEC could be a really good option. In terms of enrichment, we're very keen on how students can learn how things work in the industry. So we've had visits from professional scriptwriters. Last year we had Richard Curti come in to talk to our students. He gave a lecture on script writing, and then afterwards he spent some time reading through student scripts and giving them feedback. We've also set up work experience opportunities for our students. So in the last year, quite a few of our students actually went to help out on the set of a locally produced film. And typically we run an annual trip to Hollywood, and this gives students the opportunity to visit the Warner Brothers studio, Universal Studios, the New York Film Academy, but also to visit famous landmarks and places that are featured in feature-length films. So, for example, we go to the Griffith Observatory, which features in Rebel Without a Cause, and also in La La Land. Now, we'll have to see whether the travel restrictions are eased off in time for October 2021, but all being well, we do plan to run that trip next year. In terms of complementary subjects, I would recommend any creative course. The course is called Creative Digital Media Production, so anything that's going to assist you with that. So you might wish to study one of the courses that we offer in our department, so the Media Studies A-Level or the Film Studies A-Level. I also would think things like photography or art might be a good choice as well to go along with the Creative Media BTEC. Or you may wish to do something which is quite perhaps using computers a fair bit, because a lot of what we do is actually computer based. It's called Creative Digital Media. So you will be doing research and editing and planning using a computer for quite a lot of the course. With regards to specific entry requirements, we ask that students have a minimum of 4 GCSEs at grade 4. But more importantly than that, we're looking for people who are passionate about film and TV, about creating their own content, about learning how to use digital media software, and who want to be autonomous, empowered, hard-working individuals. I hope that's given you a good overview of the course, but if there's anything that I haven't covered in this video, please go to our website and click on the course description and you can see an overview of the Creative Media course. Or if you would rather, just get in touch with the school, ask for me, Mr. Gardner, I'm the head of the media department, leave your name, your number or an email and I'll get back to you and answer any questions that you might have. Thank you very much for your time, take care.